Hey, JC here at JC's Comics More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio. 43617-419-531-6097. Shop does have an Instagram at JC's Comics and More. And then we've got a website, www.jcscomicsandmore.com. This is it for Chuck for today. He gets to go back. His job is done. He gets to go back to sleep. I thought I had another box with me, but I got a couple more boxes coming in tomorrow, including one more of these here. We got 3 boxes in early today on Monday, so we're able to process these things a day early, and I get a chance to read the comics 2 days ahead of time. So these comics won't be available until Wednesday, 2 days from now. But you can watch this video over and over again, and you know which comics that you want. And then tomorrow we'll have the 4th box. So without further ado, let's see what's in the rest of this box. We've already seen one of the covers to Batman Who Laughs. We've seen both covers to Batman the Damned. And here is the cover B for the micro series Raphael. So we had the cover A already, and we saw the variant cover as well. Again, going to be very happy people with that. And I see James Bond Origin is coming out this week. This is cover B, so we'll see how many covers we get in this box here. Got Murder Falcon. This is the cover B of this. So another heavy metal cover there. The cover 4 is going to be a takeoff on Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power, which kind of ironic in a way. Yesterday was the 14th anniversary of Dimebag Darrell being murdered down at the Al Rosa in Columbus, Ohio. Of course, he wasn't the only one murdered there. There was several other individuals, 3 other individuals that were murdered too. So when you think of Dimebag on that day, certainly think of the other 3 individuals and the families that lost loved ones with that as well. And then also it was the anniversary of John Lennon's murder as well. We've got the new issue of Spider-Girls. I think this is the end. This was just a 3-issue miniseries. Take a quick look here. And yes. And then this story concludes in Spider-Geddon 5, which I believe is going to be out next week. We've got another copy of Bitterroot. This is cover A. We did have one of the other covers in the previous box. We had cover B. And cover C, let's see if it tells who did the covers. I think this is the first book. I just saw this. First book dedicated to Stan Lee. Stan Lee passed a couple of Mondays ago, of course, and thought Marvel would have something on their books already, but they have not. I think maybe next week they'll have something on their books for his Stan's memorial. Certainly, this is something that, even though Stan Lee did not 100% create the Marvel Universe himself, he had help from Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko and Don Heck, George Tuska, Dick Ayers, so many others. But this industry would not probably be here without Marvel Comics, as Marvel Comics certainly changed everything. And DC was around, but certainly Marvel Comics. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Stan Lee. And just showed you the worldwide Amazing Spider-Man trade. This is volume 9. This is the end of the Dan Slott run with the whole Red Goblin. And we got this Betty Page. Betty Page came out several weeks ago, but the nude photo cover issues just made it this week. So if you're interested in this, certainly do not wait. These are $10 each. These will go quickly. I only have 2 copies, so do not wait. I thought I had more copies of these, and maybe I do. The Diamond, again, does not put stuff together like they should. This is Rodan from the Kree, and this is part of the Fantastic Four villains. This picture should have been pulled back a little bit more so you could see him holding his hammer. It doesn't seem quite as powerful as the Jack Kirby drawings or the John Buscema or John Byrne. Here we have the new issue of Titans, where Kyle Rayner shows up to rescue the Titans. And Symbiote Age #1. This is the Mike Aldred cover. So certainly if you're a fan of Mike Aldred, don't miss out on this. Looks like I do have a few more of the Mike Aldred covers in here. And I see the new issue of Mr. and Mrs. X has come out also. That's going to be be showing those here soon enough. We got Black Hammer. So we got Black Hammer that came out this week, and then also Quantum Age came out this week. So Black Hammer fans, rejoice. You have 2 different Black Hammer books out this week. So you are very, very lucky there. And here we have Spider Force. That's a spider, right? Yeah, Spider Force 3. This is the last issue of this miniseries with Jessica Drew, and they need to change her back, give her back her original costume. This costume doesn't hold a candle to that one. New issue of Infinite Dark has come out. Issue number 3 of this. We'll see how this sells. Hopefully I can sell some copies. Otherwise it's going to get zeroed out. Got a new issue of Fearscape. This must be set aside for somebody because I just have 1 copy and I don't recognize it very much. New Cemetery Beach. This is the cover A of that. This started off selling very, very well. As you can see, I'm down to ordering 2 copies. As I mentioned in the previous video, a lot of people, speculators, buying the first issue of the Image books and then dropping it immediately. So sales will drop by 80-90% on these titles. New Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers. That's set aside for a couple of customers. And here we have the Dr. Aphra, issue number 27. This is the number 35 or 36 of the Galactic Icons variant. Number 36 will be C-3PO. So the last issue had BB-8 on it, and then you got R2 on this issue here, so people are going to be certainly tracking those down. From Albatross, that's Eric Powell's company. We've got Mega Ghost number 1. Did not order very many copies, so if people are interested, I would not hesitate to try to get here and pick those up. We've got another Fantastic Four Villains cover. This is on the Fantastic Four Wedding Special, and you've got Namor. Of course, if it was just here, you would think it was an issue of Namor, but it's Fantastic Four Wedding Special, the villains. I did look at the Fantastic Four Wedding Special. Had the regular cover on the last one. It was okay. Not great, but it was amusing. Nonetheless, certainly well worth it if you're an FF fan. It's cover D of Bitter Root, so we're just missing cover C. And speaking of seeing, I see that my battery, even though this was a fresh battery when I started the previous one, it seems that this battery is running low, and I want to get these done before this thing dies on me. Again, Mr. and Mrs. X. Got a Terry Dotson cover. This has been an amusing series, but I'm not sure if it's warranted having that series. From Aftershock, we have, what is this title? You have the creators up there, but you can't put this here. Again, move this image down. Put Dead Kings right there. You make my job as a retailer so much easier for people to find what they're looking for. Here's the cover A of Hit Girl, Rome Part 3. And I see issue number 2 of God of War from Dark Horse came out. First issue sold out for us. I had to readjust my orders and actually increase my orders because I had cut back my orders from issue 1 to issue 2. But it actually sold out, so I'm certainly hoping that continues the trend. See, we have the new issue of Flash, issue number 60. This is the Virgin variant on that there. And again, they say it's a Virgin variant, but you have the DC logo. You can put Flash right there in small letters. Actually, it would take nothing away from the cover whatsoever. And it would certainly help everybody involved. And this book here is a favorite for a shop steward. My Little Pony, he's going to be so happy. He's going to be giddy like a little schoolgirl when he sees this. And from Dynamite, this has been a successful book so far. the new Battlestar Galactica. I've got several people that want copies, so I'm making sure copies are set aside for them, so they will be happy campers as well. We had the R2 special cover to Dr. Aphra. There's the regular issue to Dr. Aphra. Make sure I set some copies aside for a couple of my Star Wars customers who enjoy these books. And speaking of Star Wars, we're still waiting on the other copies, the other covers to the Darth Maul, The Age of Republic. We've got the new Disney Comics and Stories. We've got, this book was running very, very, very late. Red Sonja and Tarzan. This is cover B on that. Let's see, we've got the new issue of Vampironica. Or Vampironica. This is cover C. I did not order all of the covers. I think I ordered A and C, and that was it. Let's see, we have issue number, the regular covers to issue number 11 of the Avengers. I read this. It was okay. Certainly it's not great by any means. I expected certainly better out of the Avengers title. The whole Hulk, She-Hulk, and Thor, because that's She-Hulk. It's not Hulk, it's She-Hulk. The interaction between her and Thor is interesting, to say the least. You know, don't be afraid of your history. That Jennifer Walters is the She-Hulk. Bruce Banner is the Hulk. And here's more copies. This is a variant edition. This is the Deadpool variant edition on Fantastic Four Wedding Special. And he's writing some stuff about Alicia that Ben Grimm, the Thing, is not going to take. And we got Auntie Agatha's Home for Wayward Rabbits, issue number 2. We are cutting that back to one copy on issue number 3. Because again, did not sell quite to the expectations. Redlands number 9 from Image. We've got another James Bond Origin. This is cover number C. So I believe we've got C and B now. B and C. So we'll see how many other covers. We've got Squirrel Girl. Where's Tony? Where is he indeed? Make sure I set a copy aside for a regular customer on that there so he doesn't miss out. And I'm still hoping to find more of my Champions Fantastic Four villains covers. There should be more in there. I'm surprised they're not in there. Cover C2, Vampirella versus Reanimator, and this marks the first damage of the week. This was certainly a packing damage, which is too bad because so far it's been a week to where I've not had any damages. If you notice that, well, look what I found now. There they are. This is a Doctor Doom Fantastic Four villains cover on Amazing Spider-Man number 11. So we got Doctor Doom on the Amazing Spider-Man, which Amazing Spider-Man number 5 was Doctor Doom's first crossover. The Amazing Spider-Man was the second Marvel hero that Doctor Doom faced. And it would have been, let's see, it would have been, I believe, the 5th villain that Spider-Man. I apologize, the battery did run out. I'm going to have to mark that battery next time I put it, or when I use it. It seems like it can barely hold a 30-minute charge for recording. But we're talking about Doctor Doom on Amazing Spider-Man. Doom was actually the 7th villain that he fought, if you want to count the burglar. You had the burglar, you had the chameleon, you had the vulture, you had the terrible tinkerer, Doc Ock, Sandman, and then you had Doctor Doom. And as aforementioned, I had one copy of this Champions Fantastic Four villains cover that was elsewhere, and now I have the rest of my copies. They were not put together in the same spot. Makes it a little bit difficult when you're trying to invoice things out if copies of comics are not all together. I'd certainly like to be down there just to understand how they package these comics. New Magic the Gathering was a Chandra series. These in the past have come bagged with Magic the Gathering cards. This one does not. And here we go. Here's finally, I think this is a 1 in 10 variant of the Star Wars Age of Republic Darth Maul. So Make sure that gets bagged, and one of my customers will probably enjoy that. New issue of True Believers with the Dragon Man, his first appearance, Jack Kirby, and this was from FF35, and this is a buck. It's a bargain. Let's see, we got the regular, oh no, these are the, I think this is the animated Miles Morales variant cover. So we got Miles, we got Amazing Spider-Man, and we got Gwenpool this week. So we've got 3 different variants for you. And this is cover B to Black Hammer. So we got our Black Hammers. We're still looking for our other cover on Quantum Age. It might be in this box. It might be in my 4th box that I'll have tomorrow. Empty Man number 2 from Boom Studios gets set aside for customers, not even going out on the stands. The 2nd issue of Electric Warriors. We'll see how this sells. Hopefully this is a good selling book. And pull out a little bit. First issue sold okay. This is a 6-issue miniseries. So we've got another cover. Cover A to Red Sonja and Tarzan. Again, this book did run late. It's been many, many months late. And we've got the variant cover on Zorro, so that's set aside for a pull customer as well. And we're going to have the True Believers with the first appearance of the Molecule Man from Fantastic Four number 20. Again, it's a buck. And here's the other cover. Cover B of Vampironica. So we got C and B. I did not order any cover A's. Got some more of the Grimm's Fairy Tales. It's a set aside for a customer. This is cover B. Hero Defined, issue number 14 of Mage by Matt Wagner. Land That Time Forgot, issue number 1. And we've got Black Order number 2. Those are the regular covers. And you heard that bell. That bell means if you do subscribe, means you need to smash that bell for notifications. And it looks like we have another cover. This is the regular cover to Star Wars Age of Republic, Darth Maul. I believe that all these covers are going to form to make one big picture. I'm not sure where this one falls in, but this does not go with the Quinn John that came out last week, though. New issue of Gold Digger. That's for a pull customer. So again, he's going to be very happy when he comes off the road that he's a truck driver and he likes to read the comics to give him some makes him forget about all the troubles on the road that he has to drive. Cursed Brimstone Trade, Volume 1. We've got the cover A of Alien 3. That's the unproduced screenplay by William Gibson. So that's come in. And here we go. I found one of these. I guess this is the okay, this is the cover A. I guess the other one must have been cover B or C of Hey Kids Comics. So that would explain why they're all not together. House of Whisperers number 4, the Sandman Universe. Again, going to have somebody very happy with that. Here's the cover. This is cover A to the new Quantum Age. So I'm going to have a couple guys very happy to see that. And Birthright. I guess I did order more than just one copy of Birthright. So I've got 2 copies coming in. That is the Hero Initiative cover. And if you are buying Image Books, you see the Hero Initiative cover. Please purchase those. Those help the creators that unfortunately did not get good deals and good royalty deals. Some of our older creators. Helps them in their time of need in their twilight years. And also the retailers that we bought these, so we help them. So certainly purchase those because that encourages us to want to help causes like that in the future. Next issue, Weapon X. Sabretooth looks like he's having a bit of a problem there. and this is going to be one of the last issues. Actually, this is the final issue of the series. So this then goes into the new X Factor. Another Land Before Time. Lots of dinosaurs on there. This is the main cover. So again, going to have some happy people getting some dinosaur covers. Got Headlopper. This is cover A on that. I did not order, only ordered 2 copies of each, so certainly don't delay. Variant cover on issue 5 of Uncanny X-Men. That's a 1 in 25. We'll have that available. Here's issue number 2 of Infinity Warps, Ghost Panther. I did order way too many of these Ghost Panther. These Infinity Warps did not sell as well as hoped. So hopefully I cut my orders back enough on that. I'll find out. Here's the cover A of Murder Falcon. We already had the heavy metal variant. And here we got, this is the Grimm's Fairy Tales cover D. This is the 2018 holiday special. So both those get set aside. And here's the special editions for Mega Ghost. So we had the regular cover already, and now we've got the special edition cover. And this is Star Wars Volume 9 trade, Hope Dies. These runs $19.99. We've got some more Spawn Kills. I think there's a total of 4 covers on this, or 3 or 4, but we've got this cover right here, so I'm making sure the copies are set aside for a couple of customers, and then a couple of copies will go out on the stands. Typhoid Fever with Iron Fist, the Typhoid Fever 3-issue series that ran through Spider-Man, and I believe, was it X-Men, did not sell very well, so I slashed my orders back on that one there. So it should sell out on that. Cover A on Rose. We saw the other covers. I think it was cover B. We've got cover A on James Bond Origins, so we got A, B, and C now. This is the cover A on Flash, number 60. Almost looks like he's fighting the Green Lantern, but he is not. Just a few more comics here. So you got one of the other covers of the Battlestar Galactica, so I ended up buying a couple of copies of the covers. And here is the cover B on Hellboy Winter Special. And we've got the regular covers for Miles Morales number 1. Like that new number 1 that they put right there, but actually it says it's 241. I'm not sure how they got that number. It might be the other issues of Ultimate Spider-Man that started with Peter Parker is where that number came from. And then finally, actually not finally, I see there's a couple more in there. We've got the Lone Ranger. Make sure a copy that gets set aside for one of my pull customers, a shop steward. I'm going to pull these books out and you can see pull this out. These are how these were put in this box. Somebody didn't pay enough attention to make sure that that was flat. They were not micromanaged. So that's a damaged copy that's going to have to be reported. And it's Carlos Pacheco cover of Diablo, which is too bad. I'm sure I'll be able to get replacement copies. But this is probably the best thing about the Spider-Gwen book. Certainly not the artwork on the inside. You look at this artwork here, and then you look at the artwork on the inside, and it's like going to a restaurant and you see a sirloin steak on the, or you see a New York strip steak on the menu, and they bring you out a sirloin steak. Something does not match up there. But it says to be concluded in Spider-Gwen, so I don't know if this series has been canceled already or not. But maybe that's just where the storyline runs. But if you like these videos, certainly subscribe, and I'm surprised that between that and one of the other comics that were damaged, the Vampirilla Reanimator, were the only damaged comics in this. And if you look at this here, certainly you'd think there would be damages there. This box here had this. You had these corners that were kind of banged up. So you just never truly know stuff's going to be damaged or not. So I'm very, very happy. Of course, I do have one more box to go tomorrow. Maybe it'll make up for it there. I certainly hope not. But the last few weeks have been very, very good weeks as far as slight to no damages. So let's continue that trend. Other than that, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.